Today I'm going to be training in Star Stable. I've been really feeling like training recently, specifically doing training videos and doing more other Star Stable videos. I don't know, you guys will see what's coming up very soon. So I thought to get started with the training Tuesdays, because I'm thinking of doing this every Tuesday for at least the next 3 weeks. That's at least what I've got planned out on the schedule. I thought we would kickstart by asking you guys on Instagram, what are your training habits? And I'm going to be judging them very harshly. That's just a joke. We're just going to be talking about it. If you guys don't know, let's just get training because I can't intro today. I don't know. So I say I've been getting into training, but I haven't been training that much. But Royal Lord here, or Rolo, is actually getting pretty close to level 10. I train my horses personally to level 10. And then in the future, I'm going to go back and I'm going to train them to level 13 and then level 15 because you can do those increments in a day. Which basically just means that like every single day I get that little boost of like, oh my gosh, I've just trained a horse for today. And then tomorrow I get to ride a new horse. And as someone with 300, I think I counted recently and it was 352 horses, I can like rotate through my horses and it's really fun. I think I've got about 90 fully trained to level 15. And then like 30, maybe like 50 trained to level 10 or something. I'm not sure, but that was one of the questions I said to you guys on the Instagram, like, how many horses do you have trained? Are you even a trainer? Do you only train during Halloween and things like that? So let's get started. First things first, we have Georgia asking, who's your favorite person to train with? I mean, I don't know, maybe like, I really thought I always do this. I think I can come up with something funny, but I can't. I was gonna say like Michael Clifford, because sometimes I watch some of his old Twitch streams when I train. But he's not actually training with me. Oh yeah, I was gonna make a joke about the dandelions because I made that one training video with the dandelions in 2020. Those are the only other people that I've ever trained with, besides on like live streams, I guess. With you guys, you know what, Georgia? Move out of the way. My favorite people to train with are the people in my live streams. I'm just kidding. Like training with friends makes training feel like I'm not training. Can I jump through this little gap again? Okay. I'm actually doing Georgia's training route today, at least a little bit. I can't remember all of it. She doesn't usually do this race, so I'm actually lying to you guys. Listening to music helped me train all my horses. I don't have any left to train at the moment. Well, lucky you. No, definitely I listen to music if I feel like listening to music. I'm not gonna like force myself to train though. I think there's like, if you don't enjoy training and training is gonna make you hate Star Stable, don't train. It's just an aspect of Star Stable that you're not gonna use as much as other people, and that's fine. It's kind of like, is it the pea soup on TikTok or something? It's like a soup theory on TikTok, and it's basically where someone was making a soup using specific ingredients and the comments were like, what happens if this and blah 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 blah. It just means it's not for you. So it like, just because Star Stable gave you the option to train horses, it's just like Star Stable gives you quests, there is the option to roleplay. If you don't enjoy those things, it's just not meant for you. Like, you don't have to do that aspect of the video game. And that was a little tangent, I don't know how I got there. But yeah, basically I sit down to train and I'm like, do I feel like listening to music, or is the music just gonna like play in my head and make me wanna like slam my head on my desk? If you know that feeling. Sometimes I'd rather watching a YouTube video or a Netflix series, but even then sometimes I'm like, I don't feel like watching this Netflix series right now. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this race. And one thing that I think a few of you guys have actually come to me about, and I've said this before in like my training tips videos, is if you are like sitting on the couch, sitting in bed, and you're watching YouTube and you just find yourself going, you know, I could be watching YouTube whilst I train my horse in the background, kind of like Subway, like the Subway Surfer thing on TikTok. Then like maybe you should get up and train your horse. If you have like, I've got 3 monitors so I can train whilst looking at a Netflix show. You could be training on your laptop and just have like your phone like resting on it. I've done that before. Or there's browsers like Opera GX, which has picture-in-picture mode, where you can actually like have the YouTube video playing on top of your Star Stable. I also do that if I'm on my laptop. And apparently that advice has helped some of you guys, so I'm glad I could be of help to you guys. I should really, sometimes I feel bad about how much I talk. Like I just ramble on and on and on, and then I never get through any responses. This one is very relatable. Just stand AFK waiting for the shared moment. honestly, and that is a way to train. And I love that Star Stable added that in. Every single time I hear like the little horse neigh for a shared moment, it genuinely gets me pretty excited, especially if I'm on a high level horse, because once you get like level 10, every 30 minutes, you get like 400 horse XP. That's crazy. I haven't actually done any shared moments beyond level 10 because I've not ridden, I don't have any horses right now, I don't think, between level 10 and 15. All my horses are either level 15, level 10, or below. So I don't know how much horse XP you get at like level 14 for a shared moment. Let me know what it is in the comments below, because I'm sure you guys have done it. It makes me happy, especially when I was like a few months ago, I was really grinding my races. I literally did that. I went AFK at championships. Like after I did all of my races for the day, I went AFK at championships. I did all the championships and I got all the shared moments. It's really good. I like it. Music 100%, not me having 20 out of 57 horses to train. That's not that bad though. Like you're almost 50% of the way there. Think about it, like even if you do like half an hour of training every day, you've got like 20 weeks left of training or something like that. Like you'll have all your horses trained in like a year. I don't know if that made you feel any better. A lot of you guys are saying music, and I'd definitely be interested to know what kind of music do you listen to? Like do you ever do a bit of sad music whilst training? Definitely if I do train, I need like upbeat music. I usually find listening to music that I know the lyrics for makes training a lot better, because then I can just annoy my neighbors by just singing my heart out, training in Star Stable, having a little concert for myself. I have this rain reshade preset. My game like almost crashed. It's broken. My rain preset. I don't have the rain saved in the fold. Okay, well that's all good. I'll fix that later. But like sad music whilst you have a rain preset on. Yeah, my rain preset usually just got like little rain animation, so it actually rains. That's really vibey. That's a time that I can see myself listening to sad music. I often don't listen to that much of like sad music though. I listen to like Luke Hemming's album, which is just like the entire thing is sad when facing the things we fall away from. That is a good, I like to walk and watch the sunset. When I'm walking back, it's usually pretty dark by then. It's just like listening to kind of like the sad, but it's like a bit of like, I wouldn't say of like sad, but just walking in the dark. Anyways, that I'm off topic again. I have podcasts or videos in the background and just do as many races as possible. It helps if an event is on. I treat myself with new clothes, tack after every horse. Jorvik shillings build up. That is so true. I like the idea of treating yourself with new clothes and tack, especially I guess with the Jorvik shillings that you might build up. I think you can get like 3,000, possibly more Jorvik shillings if you do every single race each day. So I guess you could potentially get like a new item every day or every few days. Like when you level up to level 15, you've probably saved enough. You've definitely saved enough Jorvik shillings. Maybe not definitely, to buy a new item every single time you get level 15. And honestly, that's probably motivation in itself for some of you guys. But I like that idea of like a reward-based system, I suppose. It's not always easy for everyone because you might not have the star coins. But once again, yeah, with the Jorvik shillings. 51 horses to trade. Normally play music as I can never listen to a video as I... Oh yeah, this one is cut off, but I remember reading it before. I had a little sneak peek at what you guys had said. I can never listen to a video as I end up like looking at the screen. I relate to that, but I think the more I trained, like some of these races, specifically the races that I've been around for like over 10 years, I don't really have to look at the screen. I can look in the peripheral vision. That's when I find picture-in-picture good, because you can kind of either watch the video and look in your peripheral vision. I'm just a bad jumper in general. Or you can look at Star Stable and see the video in your peripheral vision. But I definitely feel that getting distracted is my forte. Oh yeah, by the way, don't mind my outfit. I was trying to match the new pumpkin, and then things got out of hand, and now I don't know how I feel about it, like at all. I think the hat and the leg wraps, they were meant to match the little stripes of the shorts. So yeah, we just don't talk about the outfit. I trained all my ponies to level 10, but I did it before you. That is definitely, like, yeah, I did not come up with doing something like that. I actually saw someone else, I think, doing it. I can't remember where I saw it, whether it was, actually, I think it was one of you guys said that in one of my either live streams or in one of these training videos. You guys said that you were training your horses to level 10 and then you were going back to level 15. And I was like, actually, that's so smart because you can train a horse once per day. And I loved it. And I've been loving doing that. Like, I've not been doing it consistently, but that's definitely the way that I like training. I don't. None of my horses are fully trained except my starter. That's honestly super... But like, okay, hear me out. Cassandra Mcbell was made in 2013. I got Star Rider at the end of 2014. So I went for basically 2 years because I started early 2013. Almost 2 years of non-Star Rider. When do you think I leveled up my starter horse to level 15? I'm pretty sure it was 2020, but it could have been 2019. It was around then. It took me like 8 years, 7 years? I can't maths. To fully max my starter horse. But here's the thing. There's one later on which says, me, I don't train. I do missions to up the level. And when I finish all the missions, maybe I start, I don't know what the end is. Maybe, I'm going to guess, maybe I start training. There are lots of quests now which give you horse XP. But sometimes, especially in the main stories, you have to be riding on your starter horse. So if they give you a lot of, like, sometimes it's like 500 XP, but you have to be on your starter horse. If my starter horse is already maxed, then that 500 XP isn't going to my horse, which would make me pretty sad. So it's like, there's ups and downs for training your starter horse. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of my starter horse's XP actually came from doing quests and things like that. And then at the end, I like trained it the last little way. It's kind of like now the max speed is at level 13, but there's still 2 more levels that you can level the horse because some people like to do championships and championships give you 200 or 250 horse XP. Which I was like, this is great, but if you want to win the championship as well as getting horse XP, it's not, which now it is. Now Star Stable's fixed that, which is cool, which is good. I usually do Moorland and log out. Honestly, I love doing Moorland because it just feels so satisfying. Moorland's typically at the end of my training route, so I know I'm about to be done. Also, Moorland has like a large concentration of races, so it just feels really good to just be able to sit in like one area and do like, how many races is there? Like 6? Oh, it's shared moment, you guys, shared moment. There's like 8 races or something around Moorland, and it just like feels so good to do 8 races and not have to like ride halfway across Jorvik. Usually takes me like 6 hours to train. I don't know why. It takes me like 3 hours. But like the thing is, I love training. It's such a fun thing where I can just like zone out. I can just chill. Like training is my chill zone. I don't have to think. But the thing is, it does take so long. And I don't have that time to chill every single day, I suppose. I guess with mobile. Yeah, mobile. I was like, am I saying that right? At the end of the day, like maybe I usually like sit down and watch a TV show in the evening, have my dinner because I live alone, so I don't have family dinner anymore. I'm that person who eats dinner in front of the TV. Okay, don't judge me. And like chill, and then I like get in bed and I read a book and then I go to bed. I guess when I'm sitting down watching my TV show, I could either use my laptop or my phone to train and at least get maybe like an hour or 2 of training in. But like at the end of the day is for me sitting on the couch and doing nothing. Like I've turned off my computer. Like there's just this thing in my brain when I'm like, computer is off. Now I get to not work anymore, and it's great. I'll have phases of training where I train 3 horses fully, then stop playing for training or plaything for months. I feel that because if you look at my Instagram, I actually don't post every single horse I train. Like I've trained a few more horses than what are in the 2023 training, because sometimes I feel like I'm annoying to you guys if I always post about the horses that I've trained, so I just don't, and I just level by myself. But you will see that like a few months ago, when was it? Maybe like June or July, I trained every single day for like 2 months. And then that was it for like 5. I don't know. I was supposed to have every single one of my horses. Like a few months ago, I worked out if I trained 1 horse a day to level 10, which was possible if I did every single race, then I'd have all of my horses to level 10 by the end of the year. Evidently, that has not happened, but Maybe by the end of next year, every single one of my horses will be level 10. I have more than 100 plus horses to train. Don't even worry about it because me too. See, this is really not me judging you guys because I can't judge because I am like the worst trainer here. Like, oh my gosh, you have 100 horses to train. That's horrible for you. Like, how could you even let that happen? And I'm here like, I have 350 horses. They're not trained. Looking on to train, getting distracted and not training. Oh my gosh. I feel like that happens to a lot of people. It personally doesn't happen to me because there's nothing that can really distract me in Star Stable. Sometimes I've logged on to train, but then George has been online. But then usually we end up training together. So, oh my gosh, Georgia is online right now. That's crazy. Anyways, especially since I don't have quests, I'm not in a club. Like, if I log on to Star Stable, it's because I want to train. Like, I love training. It's so good. It's just so, like, relaxing to me. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't train much. Honestly, same. Listening to Taylor Swift is my only survival of training. Me with 5 seconds of summer, though. I think the reason I haven't been training a lot recently is because I often like watching a video over listening to music because a video is more stimulating to my brain. Like, I need so much going on my screen, like training video, yes. Brain is satisfied. Whereas music, like, that's why I can only do music that I know the lyrics to because then I can jam. But even then, sometimes I don't feel like having a concert. And I haven't really, like, I'm watching a Netflix series right now, but I'm not like in love with it. Like, it's meh. How many horses I train per week? About 2, sometimes 3. I honestly think that's really good. Like, I guess if you're going from level 1 to 15, I almost said 20. I think like the max you can train is probably around like 3 per week, maybe 4. I can't do maths. And if you think about it, like if you've got a lot of horses, like say there's like 4 weeks in a month, 3 times 4, 12 horses in a month. And I think like I wonder what the average amount of horses people own. I reckon the average amount of horses that people own is probably like 40, I'd say. Maybe like 20 to 40 is like the average range of horses. So I feel like being able to train like at least like 2 horses a week is actually pretty good, because the thing with me is that when I don't have horses to train, I'm not sure what my purpose for Star Stable is going to be anymore, because the only reason I log on is to train basically. Like, I love training. It is my reason for Star Stable, which isn't other people's reason for Star Stable, which is fine. It's what I was talking about before at the very start of the video. So when I train all of my horses, which I don't think it's going to happen, and part of me is actually happy about that, because I know that when I feel like playing Star Stable, then I'm going to have something to do, and that's comforting to me. I've like 250 to trade or something, but most are like a level 10 already. That's a flex to me. I'm like, I'd love to have all like 215 horses trained to level 10. Maybe at the end of the video, I'll go to my home stable and we'll look at how many pages of horses I have. I personally, like, I can't ride the same horse and go from level 1 to level 15. It just feels so long to me. I hate training. I buy horses all the time and just ride them. Sometimes an accident, they do level up. But like, the fun thing is that eventually, like, one day it's gonna be level 15 and you're just gonna be like, chill. I train every day. I'm so like, I want to know your streaks, you guys. How long has I wish there was like a way that we could track this easily. I reckon my daily streak for training every single day, even if I didn't do all of the races, like simply logging on and at least doing like a few races, I reckon it's probably like 2-3 months. I'm not sure. Sometimes I miss 2020 because I actually trained my horses because I had time. And I also just loved walking around the streets of where I live and listening to the new 5 Seconds of Summer album, because I was doing online school and my parents were like, you have to go for a walk. And I was like, okay, fine. And there's just every single time I listen to that album now, I'm like, 2020 was so long ago. I like training through quests. I don't know, it just creates more memories and makes it special. That's really sweet as well. I think that sometimes we need to look at training differently. It is not a burden. It can be a bonding moment with your horse. Like, you could make training fun. Like, sometimes I think I'm not paying attention to my horse enough when I'm training. Like, I kind of forget the fact that I'm on a specific horse I think that's why I don't remember riding a lot of my horses. I think I need to bond with my horses more, you guys. Which I think is what Star Stable is like trying to do with all the shared moments and things like that. So maybe I should pay attention to them and not just randomly click. For like the first week or two, I paid attention to shared moments, but I haven't in a while. I should probably start. I think they just ended up getting repetitive. I just want like there to be a lot more variations on the shared moments so that I'm not reading the same thing like 5 times a day. One horse to train. I listen to music or a podcast. I train a horse when I get it and it takes a few days to train. Well, congratulations. You are so close to training all of your horses. Just one left. Oh my gosh. I can't remember the last time I trained a horse within a few days of buying it. The only ones I can really remember might have been when I was doing things like the speed test and like comparing the speed of different horses. And when a new one came out, like I really wanted to max it so that I could film a speed test. I think maybe when the Gotland ponies came out, was it maybe a Dartmoor pony? I think when the Dartmoor ponies came out, it was during the time that I was training every single day, and I think I trained that one within a few days. Oh yeah, because I was going to level 10, so it would have just been like the day after I got to level 10. What races do I have left? I've done quite a few races already today, actually, before filming this video. It feels like a lot, but it probably wasn't. Yeah, I've got a lot more, like Jorvik Stables. Let's go to my stable though. Let's count those pages. So I do have quite a few horses in my stable, but otherwise, yeah, I've got 19 pages of horses. I've got like 5 pages of level 15 horses. I've just noticed that I've got level 11 horses. I have no idea how they got to level 11, but that actually kind of annoys me because I need them to be level 15 or level 10. It's such a solid number. And then I've got 1, 2, 3.5, 4 pages of level 10 horses. Why did that actually not sound like a lot? I've got 8 full pages of level 1 horses. Oh, that makes me feel so bad. But I'm also so excited to ride. Like, I'm flicking through these pages right now and I'm like, I want to ride that horse. So with that being said, let's get Rolo to level 10. I don't think we're going to get it in this video. I have to train a horse every week, depending on how much determination I have. I find it really funny that you said I have to train. Like, someone's just there like, you gotta train a horse this week, otherwise I'm deleting your Star Stable account. But honestly, I think even just if you can get 1 horse trained a week, like, I'd be happy with that. And that's kind of like also depressing to me. Like, for me personally, I always train all my horses before I buy another one, and I train almost every day. That's like the self-control that I wish I had. Every single time I tried to do that when I was younger, because I was really bad at saving my star coins when I was younger. I tried doing things like that, but then a new horse will come out, or I'd want to buy something, and I had not finished training my horse, and I was like, I mean, no one's threatening me. No one's gonna delete my Star Stable account if I buy a horse right now. So I just bought a horse. Like, yeah, I've just got terrible self-control, I guess. If I had to train every single one of my horses that I have currently to level 15, you guys would just not get to buy, like, I would not be able to buy any of the new breeds for like 2 years. 8 out of 30 horses left to train, and it takes me an hour to finish my brood. I actually love doing training breeds, which take me about an hour. Sometimes I'll do things for an hour, so I usually do like Starshine Ranch, Druid training, maybe, and then like 250 races like Marley's. I usually do Moorland because, as I was saying before, like a lot of races in the one spot, so it's like quick to get between all the races because they're so close together, so you don't have to like ride to a trailer. I don't train, but my friend forces me, but I still refuse. I think it's fun if you do it with friends, but once again, like, you don't want to make yourself hate Star Stable by being forced to do something you don't want to do. Like, that's how you end up hating the game. I went through that checkpoint, thank you very much. I'm usually training 1 horse for role-playing purposes. I like that. Even like for when people who don't train purposefully like train the club horse, I think that shows dedication. I like it. One way that you could make training fun is, did I mention this before, like making that bond with your horse and maybe like role playing doing training, you know? I don't know, even like getting a cute outfit, which I'm not featuring today. Like, this outfit's okay, but like it's not my favorite. It's like meh. Like, you wear something fun, like you spend some time before training simply making a fun outfit, but also sometimes I spend like half an hour making an outfit, and by the time I've made a cute outfit, I'm like, right, that's enough Star Stable for today, so I don't end up training. Does that happen to anyone? I have 7 horses to train, and I train when no one is online. Honestly, like, 2 a.m. training a vibe. I was gonna say something, but now I can't remember. I like to study whilst playing SSO by watching videos about my subjects. That's actually really cool. I did that in 2020. I specifically remember doing a maths class when I was training in Star Stable, because otherwise I'm just sitting there listening to numbers go into my head, and I'm just like staring at this whiteboard, and I'm like, oh my gosh, numbers. So Star Stable made it a little bit easier. So you're a little studious student. I like that. I like that. I mainly train during events as they give you a bit more XP. Yeah, that's true. I actually haven't done the Halloween races today, so I'm missing out on that Space Raid XP. There was a time I had all my horses maxed, but now not anymore. I just train when I want. And I think sometimes that's the best type of training, because you're going to enjoy it because you want to do it. I actually don't think there's ever been a time that I've had every single horse maxed. Oh, another shared moment. Let's go. I only train in my home stable and then give up. That's what I did as like last year. That's what I kind of do. Because I do Starshrine Ranch, Furgrove, Drew Paddock, and then I do like the Baroness Racetrack, and then I kind of give up. I feel that. I have 176 horses and every single one of them is maxed. Oh my goodness. Let's see, like 176 estimated like 3 days to max a horse. That's at least like, well, like 500 days or something of training. That's actually pretty impressive. Probably not consecutively, but maybe consecutively. I'm not sure. I would love to start a new account. I mean, I would not, but like just so that I could actually have, like, I focus on actually maxing my starter, and then I would buy a new horse, and then I would max that horse, and it would just be so satisfying to have every single horse on an account maxed. I could potentially do that for my American account. I've only got about like 6 horses there or something like that. I train my club horse and team horse first, then all level 1s after, and so on, and then I go down the trailer list. I have 7 pages of horses to train. I train for 20 or so minutes. I listen to your videos. Oh, maybe you're listening to this video right now. Let me know in the comments below how many of you guys trained during this video. I've been filming for quite a while. Thank you everyone so much for your suggestions. I'm so sorry that I couldn't go through all of them. Let me know what else you want to see during Training Tuesday. On the screen right now is going to be another training video that I've done. Maybe there'll be 2. I've got an entire playlist as well, so maybe I'll put the playlist on the screen. I don't know, but there's going to be more training videos, more videos that you guys can watch whilst training. Hey, if you're watching this right now and you have an opportunity to go train and you kind of feel like doing it, this is your sign to train. Go train that horse, bestie. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all later. Bye!